It's pedal to the metal for our avian athletes as they take on 280 kilometers of the African skies, 40 kilometers more than last week, and on top of that, one more race before we crown the 2025 AFRIKAPRO Green Jacket Champion. Now, Hendrik, AFRIKAPRO is synonymous with putting the birds through different weather conditions. What's today's forecast looking like?
Goto, a nice headwind for race 4. Yeah, last week was a fast race, 1700 plus,
Yes.
and this week is going to be the opposite. And that's the beauty of AFRIKAPRO. The first 2 races was also nice headwind, slight headwind, and very fair races, 1300s and that region. Yeah, and today there's a section at the Liberation itself, not as much, like 8 kilometer headwind.
Yes.
But then within that first 100 kilometers, they're going to face like a 18 to 20 kilometers headwind. Also not for the entire race.
Right.
It's just for like 60, 70 kilometers, and then the wind comes down again. But then right here at the loft, the last few kilometers, again they're facing a headwind of 18, 19, 20 kilometers in that area. I spoke to Ron this morning. He said to me it was a bit, the visibility was not as good this morning.
Yes.
But that's always a big concern. We want to see a bright sun and all of that. Not that it was overcast, it's just a poor visibility, very grey air, light and stuff like that.
Right.
But fortunately, Liberation all went well. He found later the front pack. He said it was a nice big pack in the front when he drive on the road back here. So we're very excited to see how the Pigeon's going to pull it off today. Yeah.
Right, now we know very excitingly that after today we have just one more race before we crown the Green Jacket 2025 champion. We've got some names that are coming up and possibly some records that might be being met today. Very exciting, Henrik.
Yes, yeah, certainly. Yeah, interesting thing is AFRIKAPRO's Pigeon
Yes.
of 2023 actually was 3 times equal winner.
Right.
Yeah, so Beatles Africa Dream is the name of that pigeon. And right now, as we speak, we have Len Knutzer,
Yes.
the triple X factor.
Right.
He actually, that pigeon came last week 3rd, but it was 1st the week before.
Right.
And my Guinness pigeon that was 2nd in race 2
Yes.
came 1st. So both of them is equal winners for 2 races consecutively. And who knows, if they have still 7 races to go
Right,
to
right,
just
of course.
try to equal that record of Hans AFRIKAPRO, yeah,
Right.
of Beatles Africa Dream. Very good pigeon that used to fly here in AFRIKAPRO back in 2022.
Well, good luck to those 2 gents. I know they'll be sitting on the edge of the seat or flying on the edge of the seat. But
Yeah.
for now, I know that Liberation went well. So let's run over to Ruan for Liberation.
Good morning. We are at the Liberation Point for race 4, 280 kilometers. We postponed the Liberation a little bit because there's some clouds in the back that the sun can come clearly out before we liberate the pigeons. Already there's a slight headwind, and today for sure the temperatures will rise. I wish everyone the best of success for today's race.
Rick, such beautiful visuals there as our Avian athletes take on the African sky that we're synonymous with AFRIKAPRO. Taking a look now, it's the Sprinter series that we are in right in the middle. We find ourselves in. Obviously, looking at the Fanciers with the fastest birds, Usain Bolt of birds, so to speak. Tell us a little bit about the Sprinter series. Now that it's getting warmer, we're getting into a new season now, going into spring. How does it affect the birds?
Yeah, no, definitely. The temperature, in my opinion, is a bigger factor than actually sometimes the headwinds we're facing today.
Right.
If I say bigger factor, that is different type of bird that can fly in higher temperatures. Yeah. But also, it's very important that we have to look in general in the whole lot, and therefore we have to prepare all the pigeons to condition them to fly in those higher temperatures. Yeah. So yeah, the last week Ron put quite a lot in.
Right.
Yeah, he intensifies training quite a bit, but for the main reason, condition them for high temperatures. So they were out every day training in the higher temperatures. Yeah, because we are one of the only one lofts that keep going now. Most of the other one lofts locally in South Africa is now to the end. They just had in a week from now their final perhaps, or just finished their final, and the racing season coming to an end in South Africa.
What's the reason behind that, though? Why would they be only ending now when AFRIKAPRO is only approaching race day?
No, the main thing is this high temperatures that comes in, and then even weather, rain later, early rains in your summer.
Yes.
So that's not the most favorable racing condition for pigeons. Like I know in Europe, when it's 32 degrees, they will cancel a race. Yeah, and we're facing, like last year, our final was 37 degrees Celsius, and we're still racing out. So for us, we have confidence we can do it. We're on the edge always, but the confidence we have why we can pull it off is because we know we train them for that. We condition the pigeons, and we make sure they get that hours in now. So yeah.
You talk about conditions. This morning at Liberation, it was, Ruat did say that he delayed Liberation a little bit. What's that about?
Yeah, so it wasn't misty or foggy, but it was very hazy.
Right.
Hazy, and the visibility is not so good. So we want actually a nice bright sky. You could see there with Liberation, the sun was a bit behind the cloud or so. And we just feel more comfortable with, pigeons must see the sun clearly. And then we just have, we want to tick all the boxes when it comes to Liberation, because that's where things can go wrong, and badly, very badly wrong. So if you have a good Liberation, you end up having a good race, yeah.
And taking a look at the weather conditions when they land here at the actual lot, will that be better?
Yeah, it's getting warmer in the second part of the day. Like today, it looks like we're going to go now 25 degrees as we speak now, but they say maximum temperatures lunchtime, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock will be 30 degrees Celsius. So for the pigeons that come late, they're going to face a bit of higher temperatures. But in the whole week we have higher temperatures. So the season certainly did change now. So we're in the spring. We can see even the lawn in front of the loft there now. It's getting greener. The winter is not in there anymore. And so there's new season for us.
Hendrik, we have different types of genetics. You've got the Sprinter pigeons, and of course you've got the endurance pigeons. But right now, we're taking a look at the Sprinter series. And of course, I think the most prestigious title for the Sprinter series would obviously be the Green Jacket Champion. Now, just including today, we have 2 races left before we crown our Green Jacket Champion for AFRIKAPRO 2025. What's the feeling about that? And do we have any big names that we might be anticipating showing up on that top 10 again?
Yeah, certainly. There's a lots of big names there. As you can see, Diamond Pigeon Stud, he's a no name in Africa Pro. He's the Fancier that won the first black jacket in Africa Pro.
Yes.
Last year he was third black jacket ranking all over. In the 10th position, Mountain Lofts, Great Britain, Marine Mills, RKS team. That back in 2023. First ace pigeon and third ace pigeon was born and bred in Mountain Lofts.
Yes.
So we know where the genetics comes from. They have very, very good genetics. And then the Heerden Loft, we know, is the final winner of last year.
Yes.
And their name is up there for Sprinter already.
Back again in the top 10.
Yeah, back there again. And the Painters, H.G. Ulrich from Germany.
Also no strangers to the top 10.
Green Jacket winner of last year. And there they proved to us they got a sprinting pigeon.
Yes.
Now. And then Velge, Dietlefs, the Prier. This is also the black jacket winners back in 2023. Last year, 4th black jacket. They're currently leading the black jacket. And there's the pigeon performing on sprinting as well. So very, very good. Their genetics, we know, is getting proven every day by the day. They can fly the short races and the long races.
Yes.
Fast races and tough races and stuff like that. Len Knutzer, no name, winning race 2 this year. Last year, the year before, 2023, final race winner. He got the genetics, and that pigeon is the triple X factor.
Yes, triple X factor that we talked about.
Hopefully that pigeon, who knows, can be equal winner today as well.
Now, just to interject, Hendrik, now I'm taking a look at the top 4. The top 4 right now, only 31 seconds separating them. It's extremely tight.
Unbelievable, yeah. So actually all 10 today can change because of this headwind. So this is how tight our green jacket competition is.
We're looking at a difference of only a minute and 15 seconds.
So the beauty of this is when at the end of the sprinting series, and these people can stay out there. That's where they earn my respect.
Right.
So you can easily drop out here today because you lose just 1 minute or 30 seconds and you're out of the ranking there for the top 10 rankings. Yeah. But just to be up there and to stay there, it is phenomenal.
Yeah, no, so
that shows that pigeon is extremely good. And that brings us to those pigeons now. You can see the Van Schalkwyk pigeons, but this is the beautiful syndicate, Rick Koels, Van Houten, Hageman, Van Schalkwyk pigeons, and Vendela Wierstuma. They're beautiful syndicate from Netherlands and Belgium. But it's a Van Schalkwyk pigeon that's doing so good at 2 nestmates, which we write an article about and so forth. Team van Os, a very, very good year this year so far in Netherlands. And look there, he just proved to us his name deserves to be up there.
Number 3, yes, indeed.
Yeah. And then Mike Ennis, we had him this year, last week on an interview as well. And what a phenomenal season so far for him. 2 times fancier of the race and winning the race last week.
Indeed.
So he come here this year back with all a big force. Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to show up today.
Yeah.
And then in first position from South Africa, we've got the Murray brothers with a combined race time of 7 hours, 6 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yes, so they're currently leading the green jacket and they stick it out for the last 2 races. So they stay there the whole time, and who knows, hopefully they can show us today that they got it.
No.
So the velocity just dropped below 1400. You can see 1363. So yeah, I'm very curious, and you can see there's the current wind is now 12 kilometers an hour on the pigeons where they're flying right now as we speak. The temperatures rise up to 25 degrees and they're facing a headwind.
Interesting. Now, obviously, the green jacket standing, we're taking a look at Masters of Consistency there. But let's take a look at now the black jacket standings, even more exciting. Number 10 from the US there, we've got, again, Guinness family lost.
Yeah, no, as I mentioned before, Mike have a very, very good season this year so far. He only entered 3 teams into Africa Pro.
Yes.
And he put all 3 of them up in the top 10 rankings.
Wow.
Very strong message out there for everyone.
Good results.
That shows all that pigeons this year he sent to Africa Pro, he done it spot on. They're very good health, well bred. And yeah, he mentioned last week to us when I asked him the question in the interview, he figured out to start pairing up in September. He paired up in September, he shipped them by December, end of November, December, and it seems to pay off. But I must admit, he sent over 2 free shipments, but this is what paid off for him so far, and he put up his pigeons there in a top 10 ranking black jacket. That tells us not just the strategy, but also his genetics. So when you look after your strategy, look after your genetics, and it comes together.
I think we're going back to the old adage, the early bird gets the biggest worm there.
Yeah, so and Nils Goederman, It's not the first time we see his name up in the top 10 rankings. The very first year, he was even leading the black jacket as well.
Right.
It was race 2 of Africa Pro. So, and again, his name is up there. And earlier this season as well, in the trainings, he was leading the black jacket in the training phase, in the pre-season. So a very good season for him, and I value his pigeons as well. They come out of the poker phase 26 and that lines, and they're very proven genetics. The Painters Ulrich green jacket winners of last year, and they also been a black jacket leader in the past. So for one race, so very good for them, and to see their name. Kingsley Low, unbelievable.
Yes.
Put 2 teams up in the top 10 rankings there. Because the Pigeon Palace 2 and Kingsley Low, all those pigeons been born and bred in the Pigeon Palace itself.
Yes.
But a no name in Africa Pro last year. They've been all over the show last year, with leading the black jacket with the first and second team up till race 8 last year. And this year they just come and show us straight from in the beginning of the season already.
Indeed.
Their names is up there. So unbelievable.
Here to make a statement, indeed.
There's Martin Steffel, SG Steffel, him, his father, Frans Steffel, in the 6th position. Very, very good domination in Germany itself.
Yes,
Being with other players, handle their pigeons. The ace pigeon of last year was the national ace. It's a phenomenal genetics they've got there. I always tell him he should send more of that to us, because then his name will be a first position, perhaps.
No, certainly. I mean, taking a look at the top 10, you have the Germans in 3 positions, 9, 8, and number 6. So they're doing pretty well.
Very good. Yeah. Now the Germans always big in one-off racing, and they got the genetics. Yeah. And then Alvin Bester is known for our green jacket competitive, but also he and the deadlifts fly very much the same genetics. Right. These out of the Van der Balk and the Kittels, and they're doing very good on short and long.
Right.
Pigeon Pedals, I mentioned, is Kingsley Low as well. It's his son, and then Guinness Family Love, we've discussed it. A phenomenal good season so far.
Great performance.
So we'll be quite curious. We're very early days of this season, but to see what his Guinness doing, those 3 teams throughout the season, as it gets today is a good test.
Yes.
The headwind, temperatures rising, and let's see how it unfolds.
And also then, one of the two fanciers that might be meeting the record today.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So he's about to equal that record of Evert Eierkamp if that pigeon of him is coming today.
Oh, good luck
Debbie's,
to him.
his beautiful name, but he says Debbie's pick to win it all. Yeah. And then Velge, Deadlifts and the Priya. Nice syndicate. Velge actually partnered with the Priya last year when he was still alive, just to buy out of the genetic pool from them. So he purchased some of that pigeons, and then the Priya passed on, and then they actually decided rather to form a syndicate.
Right.
So the Velge actually acquires some of that Kittel genetics, and together they're breeding, because Velge have also sprinter pigeons, and they do crossbreeding there, and there you can see them. It's early in the season, already on top of the lock.
Yes.
That same pigeons went back in 2023. So early in the season, they're leading already the black jacket. I wonder sometimes, will they be top? Who knows? This is the beauty of the sport. Anything is possible.
It's very, very tight competition. But taking a look, looks like the velocity has come down again once more. Let's take a look at that.
It's now going to almost at 1200 soon. It will be, and that's a nice slow velocity. So it's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen with our current rankings in the green jacket. Yeah,
indeed.
We can get some shifts there. If we look quickly at the route, we liberated this morning at Poppies. That is a 280 kilometer mark. We see there was an 8 kilometer headwind at Liberation and 15 degrees Celsius. We can see now it's much warmer than last week already in the morning hours. Yeah. And then, 100 kilometers into the race, there's where we hit the first serious headwind. We wind pick up to 20 kilometers an hour, and temperature gradually as well. And this part, is not much wind, but at the loft itself, we're talking about now 12 kilometers an hour or so, but it will pick up later to 18 kilometers. You can start hearing the wind around, howling around the corners here of the loft there. So the pigeons can be any time from now.
Certainly, there's great anticipation. I'm sure we're watching on our different platforms, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. I know that we are very, very active, and lots of anticipation as we wait to the birds.
Yeah.
Now, taking a look at the very, very pristine loft that we have here, I never, ever get over how pristine the loft is, and just walking in there and smelling the bird food and seeing how great of a condition the birds are. I must give Ruan his flowers for taking care of 2,000. Well, in this race alone,
2,500.
yes, indeed, that is quite a number to be managing, Hendrik.
Yeah, no. So the main thing is to make sure that all pigeons are in top form.
Yeah.
All pigeons have a fair chance.
Yes.
And what I say with fair chance must be on a level of fitness. So it must be fit. It's easy just to have one loaf, and then pigeons can come 2 days apart. They just grip in through the entire day. But if you have a good follow-up, then it shows us that all pigeons are fit and they can do it. Yeah.
Now, no, one thing that we're very, very proud of is the arrivals and the percentage of arrivals. And I think that once again, Africa Pro is well known for the high percentage of arrivals. And hopefully we're looking forward to that again today, out of those 2,550 birds.
Yeah, I think the big thing of the arrivals is there's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked to have such good arrivals. But the main thing is when the pigeons arrive at an early time here. So that's why we always try to convince our participants to send pigeons when they're young from Europe, and to pair up right now as we speak. And for those fanciers that already have a few young pigeons, is to make sure they go on the first shipment 15 September. But that coming out to Africa Pro, that pigeons we can condition, but then start building them. And when you lay a good foundation, then you're good to go for the entire season. And that's why you start seeing such good returns, because the foundation that we lay is very good. Right. And of course, all the health and the caretaking and everything is always on the edge with pigeon sport. The pigeon sport can make you very quickly humble as well. We can talk about our good returns the next moment you don't have it, because there was some small hiccup. It can be a bad liberation, as we mentioned, and it can be influenced by anything. But the end of my point is, if the foundation we lay for the pigeons and for all pigeons is very good, and we can lay a good foundation when we have the pigeons in an early age, and we build them from there, that's when you start seeing that's good returns, and where all of them coming so well. Perhaps there's also when we really start seeing when a pigeon fly to its full genetically potential.
Right.
Some places it's for me unfair. We value the results so much.
Yes.
Was all the pigeons flying to their full genetic potential if they're not fit?
Yes.
If they're not well trained. But if a pigeon is top fit, all of them, then they perform to the very best, what their potential is, their optimal potential.
But I think that's also what stands out with Africa Pro. I mean, you have the Sprinter Series as well as the Endurance Series, and obviously there's some fanciers that have the hybrid birds that are able to sprint and go through the endurance aspect of the race. And it's really incredible to see that the genetics come through, not just for the sprinters, but for those hybrid athletes, the guys who can dominate when there's a Sprinter Series as well as the Endurance Series. Great genetics there.
Yeah. Me and Ron also discussed many times, a good pigeon is very good. He can fly a sprinter as well, and he can go throughout to the long distances as well. So, and then it's nice to see certain pigeons in certain areas when it's a little bit colder weather, but shorter distance, that bloodline, you just can't outperform it. It's just very, very good. And then you get a different one, perhaps, that can fly the high temperature, a slower race, a longer distance.
With athletes, taking a look at human athletes, of course, you have different builds. You have the long distance guys like the Kenyans and the East Africans that have a very slight build. Sometimes people would even argue that they've got lighter bones, What are the differences the main differences for me as a beginner and getting introduced to being a fancier, when you hold the bird and actually feel the bird and feel the composition of the muscle and the wing and the span, what really stands out as a champion bird?
Yeah, it's difficult to give an opinion because we tend to generalize. So a general thing would be to say a medium, small frame bird will win a hot race, long distance. But then you sometimes get a bird that is very strong and more heavier, strong, longer, bigger body.
Yes.
But then that bird can be extremely well, and it is like not a genetical freak, but you get sometimes a beautiful, good, strong cock, and he was racing very good on sprint series, on shorter, and then when he comes to a tough long race, he's a very good racer as well. But yeah, in general speaking, I would recommend rather a smaller, medium frame type of pigeon, in particular when we start going now into warmer conditions. Yeah, so Velocity, there's the pigeons.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The pigeons have just arrived.
1,291 velocity.
There they are. The wings are stretched. The leaders are about to be in. They are in now.
We got pigeons. Look at them. There's some pigeons over the line. Quite a few. We've got a race winner. Who's going to be the race winner of race 4? This is no one else than Mountain Lofts, Marine Malls, and RKS. Well done.
Congratulations. You have conquered the skies. You are number 1. Well done. Very well done. There they are. Wings stretched wide. The leaders are in. It's a rush of feathers and the fury. This is pure poetry.
Tidy Factory Lofts in second. Len Knutzer, you got it again third. I wonder if that is Triple X Factor. SG, stay full. Kingsley Gijsler got in again. Can you believe it? Burger and Krula. TNT. Great to see his name up again. RMN and Amando. Very good. Pigeon Palace 2. The SG Ulrich, the painters. Big names coming in. Team van Os. Again, I wonder if it's his number 3rd pigeon hanging in there. Loft Einkammer, 3rd green jacket. I wonder if that pigeon is in now. Wow, from Switzerland, the Fantastic 5. Velga Dietlefs in the Pier, 15, 6. Yakun Dani. Pretoria Rebels.
Yes, well done. Congratulations.
Yakun Dani.
Once again, Yakun Dani.
Dokef TNT. Michelle Voters. Unbelievable, very good.
Okay, so that's the first pack.
Fancier of the race, Loft Einkammer. Can you see Loft Einkammer? Big ice pigeon fancier here in South Africa. No One Love Racing. And Pigeon Palace 2, which is Kingsley Gijsler and third. What a fantastic race Kingsley Gijsler have this year.
Then we have Mountain Lofts at number 4. Mountain Lofts and Murray, congratulations coming in. We have number 5, Pretoria Rebels.
And the Switzerland team is actually 6 in Fancier of the race. Brilliant Pigeons and Palace. Again, same pigeons. Born and bred in Pigeon Palace. Come 7th, come 3rd and 2nd. Fancier of the race competition today. And Velga Dietlefs in 8th position.
Fantastic performance. Okay, let's take a look.
Team van Os 10th position from the Netherlands. Umberka 11th. Dieplaagte Sterkfontein in 12th. Nils Gerteman in 13th position. And Alvin Wester. Can we have a look at the Black Jacket standing? See what's happening there. Wow, 15th position is Pipa. Yes, but we're still waiting for the 2 pigeons. So the Priya Dietlefs keep the 1st position in the Black Jacket ranking. With Pigeon Palace 2nd position, they're moving up. Kingsley Gijsler also moved up. So that, again, they put the 2 teams up there, way up there.
Moving up
same as last year.
Yeah,
Mountain Lofts Murray, they put it on 4th position. SG Steffel, we're still waiting for his team. A 2nd pigeon. So you've got 1 pigeon in already. His time is still running. Alvin Bester might come and there's a few seconds difference. It's like 20 seconds, 10 seconds difference between Alvin Bester and Steffel. So if he pigeon come in anytime. And then Team van Os, his 2 pigeons is in already. So he might moving up. It's unbelievable to see Team van Os in the top 10 rankings. Yes. After today, will be in the top 10 rankings. You can see Alvin Bester just topped Steffel. And now it's about to see if Team van Os that already moved up 8 positions, can he still move up? They just move up 9 positions, so he comes 6th total today. So this is the top 6 ranking on the Black Jacket. Then the Pretoria Rebels currently 15, they also might move up. You can just look at the Green Jacket standings. Wow, look at that. We got a new Green Jacket leader, Len Knutzer. Can we just, I need to get confirmation if that is Triple X Factor that's now leading the Green Jacket. That will be phenomenal. It might be a free time equal that record. Yeah.
Possibly, tell us a little bit about Triple X Factor. We do know that he comes from some great genetics.
Yeah, no, Triple X Factor coming out of born out of Triple X who won the final.
Right, right. So just
so
1 season later showing up again.
Unbelievable breeding there, yeah. So that is very good. I'm just want to confirm that quickly if that is a Triple X Factor that is. Yes, it is indeed.
Wow.
Triple X Factor is leading today the Green Jacket. Unbelievable. Well done, Len. That is the pigeon that won back the final in 2023. Direct Chal that is leading the Green Jacket right now as we speak. Velga Dietlefs. Also in the second position, Green Jacket, while they're leading the Black Jacket. Very good. Mountain Loaf and Murray have a very good race in third position. Fourth, Kingston Gijslow, Yaku and Dani. Velga Deadlifts, another pigeon in the top 10 ranking of the Green Jacket. Mountain Loafs, again, 2 pigeons there in the top 10 rankings for the Green Jacket. And then SG Steffel, 8, 9 Mountain Loaf. Again, for them also
Making the biggest jump, in fact.
3 pigeons in the top 10 rankings for the Green
That's
Jacket.
impressive,
sprinting pigeons.
making a big jump, 18 notches.
Yeah. Pigeon Palace 2, Alwyn Bester, Velga Deadlifts also coming in the 12th position. Unbelievable.
Team
Very
Van
good.
Os has just made an entry in number 14.
Yeah,
and they've
Team
just
Van
jumped.
Os is coming. Yeah, so he got 13th position. And the Marius brother, we wait still for their pigeon. Spickles is currently ranked on number 14, but we wait for Marius brother to come in.
A huge congratulations to Ferdy Lever from Mountain Loft. Very, very well done. You are the race winner for today. Hendrik, absolutely amazing performance from him.
Yeah, no, Ferdi Lever, their team done extremely well today.
Yeah.
They're winning the race, but not just that. They actually had 3 pigeons moving up into the top 10
Sure.
green jacket leading board.
Wow.
And then also position themselves well into the black jacket rankings.
Right, so I know we have him on call, so let's take a look. Ferdy, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll say,
It's really a privilege.
wow. Well done, Ferdi. What a performance. What a race for you. Winning it, but not just winning it. You put 3 other pigeons up there in the top 10 green jacket. You got I see now in the green jacket as we speak, you currently have 3rd, 7th, and 9th position in the green jacket. Well done. That means you have sprinter pigeons.
Absolute masterclass in consistency, Ferdy. Well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just lucky also. Maybe luck played a big part, but I think I sent some more sprinters this time to participate in the first 5 short races for the green jacket. And the same family do also very well for us in the competition in Pretoria.
Yes. If I may ask Ferdi, what is in that family? Because I know back in 2023, you had overall, you got first ace pigeon and 3rd ace pigeon born and bred there in Mountain Loft. Is that the same family that's performing so well today?
No, it's not the same family because that was a long distance family. This is more a short distance family. The pigeon is mainly that alles af to Weymanskok together with gold medal out of Concord, a double inbred gold medal. I think the other, I'm not sure what is the other, but the first one is definitely bred like that, at 273.
Oh, yeah, but fantastic. That is a very, very good performance. Yeah, so next week will be warmer weather coming in, and good luck. You're currently being referred, as I said, in a green jacket leading board with Len Klutze's triple X factor now first, but you're just a few seconds. You're like a few seconds below him, so by 42 seconds, you might even, the competition is on for a green jacket next week.
I hope so, yeah.
Well, Ferdy, we're going to be showing off your bird a bit later on when Ruan comes back to the loft. We'll be showing off your bird, so we'd like to encourage everyone to stay tuned. But in the meantime, congratulations, Ferdy. We'll see you next week when you run for the Green Jacket Championship.
I appreciate it. Good day and night. Thanks to Ruan also to taking good care of our pigeons. I mean, he's actually the man of the match because without him, our performance will not get easier today. He did a lot of work. He take good care of our birds at AFRIKAPRO from day one, from the first race, first season up to now. He's absolutely wonderful trainer. I appreciate it.
We'll make sure Ruan gets the word. Thank you.
No, for sure. Baie dankie aan Ferdi, and yeah, congratulations and good luck for next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
All the best.
Well, there's Ferdy, such a consummate gentleman. Obviously, got a lot to say about Ruan, world class handler over there. So, but congratulations to him. Very well done.
Also, one big no-name here in South Africa. He's known for his pigeons. Of course, you can't win a blue jacket in AFRIKAPRO if you don't have good pigeons. Yeah,
indeed.
Yeah. So currently, as we speak, the velocity is now below 1200, so 1100. What we say there, 1194, and the wind is picking up. And you can see the temperature as well. But the good news is the pigeons is keep coming in. There's already close to 700 pigeons in the loft, which is good.
Yep, quickly approaching 27%.
You're going to see, they're going to work harder today to get to the loft. Yeah.
But like I said, this is the reason that a lot of fanciers take part in AFRIKAPRO. It's because you don't have the easy races. These are the really challenging races that expose the genetics of the bird. And once again, we're not even halfway.
No, not even halfway now. Yeah, no. So, yeah, far from halfway,
yes,
to be honest.
indeed.
Even after race 5, if you look at the kilometers, the total racing distance is 3,670 kilometers.
Yes.
Still a long way to go. But yeah, no, that's very good. Good thing is to see that the good genetics is coming up. Big names is coming up. Good genetics that prove themselves as well. Yeah, no, I think we've done a wonderful race so far. Can we just quickly look at the final rankings there of the green jacket?
Yes, very exciting. Green jacket rankings.
Yeah, so you can see the Pigeon Palace 2 got the 10th position there. Mountain, Ferry we just spoke, have 9th position. SG Steffel from Germany got 8th. And then Mountain Loft, Marine Mills, Ferry's team was 7th. Belga Deadlifts 6th. Yakun Dani 5th there. Kingseghuis Low 4th. Mountain Loft again a 2nd pigeon there. So 3 pigeons from Mountain Loft. They make a very big statement here.
Indeed,
What
indeed.
a race. To have 3 pigeons ranked in the top 10 rankings from one breeder.
For sure.
And then Velga, Deadlifts and the Priya, 2nd team up there for them. That's also as a good statement. And then Len Knutzer,
Once again.
Triple X Factor,
Yes.
born and bred out of Triple X. And that pigeon now is in par with Hans Evert Eierkamp,
Yes.
where they have now 3 equal wins. The only difference is now Triple X Factor have another 6 races,
Right.
and it only needs to land in the first pack
Right.
to be equal winner, break the record of winning or be an equal winner.
So we're on
for
the edge of
4
history being made.
consecutive races in Africa Pro. So good luck, Len, and I hope Triple X can pull it off to break the record in Africa Pro.
No, certainly. I think he's on the edge of history being made. It must be very exciting for him. And like you said, it's not just the one bird, it's a group of genetics that are showing up for him. And here comes another flock of birds right now. Very exciting as they hit the landing pad.
Yeah. Oh, pigeons looking good. We must remember now they're flying in a headwind and much warmer conditions. So they got to drink water straight away, recuperate, and soon they will be back to normal. But they had a tough day out there today. And that's the change of the season.
Certainly.
It is much warmer today and facing a headwind. First tough race they're facing, but there's many more coming.
It is certainly the first tough race. Now, talking about tough races and recuperation, how soon do they start recouping for the very next race, which is only next week?
No, they will come now. We will have today's a full race day and tomorrow. And then straight after, we're going to go hit the road again. And they got to train now. That's just like a sports athlete that participate in the Olympics. So to keep them
Certainly.
in top form at all time. The black jacket rankings. Oh, okay. Fancy of the race. Yeah. Before we get it. Wow. For fancy of the race, is that correct? Oscar de Vries. Can that be? Wow. I just want to double check that. If that's
Okay.
right.
Well, while you check
No,
that,
it was Loft Uncomer. So that is not right. Fancy of the race is wrong there.
okay, let's just
But
refresh that.
we can
and
just go
update
to
it.
the TV app. And then we can have a look at the Fancy of the Race there. Yeah, there it is. Loft Uncomer is in the first position, Fancy of the Race. The second position is Pigeon Palace 2, Kingseghuis Low. All that pigeons, second and third position there was out of, born and bred out of the same
Right.
breeding lot.
Great
Unbelievable.
genetics there.
Mountain Lost, which we just interviewed on Ferdi Leber. The Tour Rebels, fantastic 5 from Switzerland. Bred pigeons, also born and bred in Pigeon Palace. Very good race for them. So it seems like they won these headwinds. Team Siebert and Kutze and Wolves from Germany, 8. So they have a very good race for the German people there, from Dieter Siebert. And Velga Detlefs, 9th. Team van Os from Netherlands, 10th. From Burka from Qatar,
Yes.
11th. Dieplaagte Sterkfontein, 12th. Nils Gerdeman from Houtbay, 13th. Alwyn Bester, 14th. And 15th, TNT Lead Center. Really big names we see coming
Yeah,
through
it's
there.
also really good to see Umberka over there because they showed quite a lot last year.
Yeah, no, Burka is definitely, he was second black jacket in 2023 as well. And there's the black jacket rankings there for us. So Mike Gannis now is in the 15th position with his one team, but then they have another team up there, as we can see, in the 7th position. And then Nils Gerdeman is 14, Bredon Pigeon Palace 13, TNT is 12, moving up 7 positions. Pretoria Rebels move up 22 positions. And the Painters Ulrich move up, drop down 2 positions. Steffel also 3 positions down to 9, but still in the top 10 rankings. Len Knutzer move up 5 positions today. And Len Knutzer was for all 3 years in the top 10 rankings, ending the season in top 10 rankings, Len Knutzer. And Guinness Family Law of 7. And Team van Oost, it's so nice to see the Netherlands fans is doing so good.
It's really
well
good.
done, Owen, for a phenomenal performance in Africa Pro. Alwyn Bester, 5th, he remained in that position, and Mountain Loft moving up 12 positions today. So they actually definitely want the
Huge
headwind in
jump
the warmer
there.
weather conditions to perform so good. Kingsley Gijslow, 3rd and 2nd there. For Velge, Dietlefs, and De Prier, still leading the Black Jackets for the 2nd consecutive week in the 1st position. Who will take them off?
Well done. We'll see. I mean, they're looking over the shoulder with the next person trailing with just, I think, 1 minute 59 seconds. Very, very close. So close you can feel their flight.
Yeah.
Well, as we wrap up race day 4, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to say congratulations to Mountain Loft. You are the winner of the race. Very, very well done. Great genetics over there. We'll be taking a look at your bird. But for now, we just want to say well done and congratulations.
Well done to all our participants. I think they're doing extremely well today, and very excited to see. Next week is the Green Jacket, who will be crowned as the Green Jacket winner, the Sprinters Pigeon of this year. Anything can still change. As we see, there was quite a lot of changes in the current Green Jacket leaderboard. But as I mentioned, words of respect for those pigeons who can stay out there in the top 10 rankings if you talk Green Jacket. And the Triple X Factor make a big statement today. 3 times equal winner. Well done to Len Knutz on that, and also to Mountain Murray Loft for taking the win today. And what a phenomenal performance. And thank you so much then also then to all our sponsors. Without you, this race wouldn't be possible. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. That's it. That's a wrap for race day 4. So we'll see you once again at Africa Pro Race Day 5.